Hello and what is up, guys? Tomcat here, and welcome back to Forza Horizon 4, where we are going to be building a drift rod out of the Deluxe 5-window coupe. Now, this is going to be a fun build. I have no idea how it's going to go or what's going to come from it by the time we finish, but I'll tell you one thing. It's going to be fun, and the car is going to be a riot to drive. At least I hope it is, because something with this short of a wheelbase, with as much power as we're going to throw at this thing, better be freaking fun to drive. And I'm also really hoping that they give us the option of drift suspension, and I'm really hoping that they do because, just simply because of the fact that it's one of those things where if you don't end up with drift suspension, you're kind of like, you kind of can't help but think about all of that extra experience that you could have, all of that extra potential that you could have been using if you had drift suspension. So race brakes, 4-wheel disc, oh yes, drift suspension is a thing. Dude, oh, that's not good. Well, we're back after slight controller issues, and we might do the roll cage. I think we might. I think we'll go ahead and do that. I think I'll do the roll cage, and then from there, we'll do race weight reduction, which puts us right at 2,000 pounds. But to be fair, right now, we only have 65 horsepower, which is not a lot. We have the option of a 6.2 V8 or a 5.2 V8, and I'm going back and forth. Do we want more displacement? Do we want, I don't know. I think I'm going to go for displacement on this one. And let's see. Oh boy. Let's see. Hot rod conversion and hot rod conversion with fenders. Or we can go about doing it ourselves. Now, this is going to get a positive displacement supercharger. And let's see. Because we don't really need, yeah, we're going to do the hot rod kit without fenders. And just to make it look really raw and simple. So let's go ahead and do, wait a second. Drivetrain swap, engine swap. Oh, I see. I was trying to figure out what we hadn't done already. I was like, we're missing something. Oh, yes. Take that bumper off. Oh, dude. Needs to be chopped. And then let's get that suitcase off the back. I kind of want to leave. No, I don't want to leave the bumper. Never mind. I was like, I kind of want to leave the bumper. And then I was like, I kind of don't want to leave the bumper. Oh, yes. 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 The drift rod is properly taking shape now. Let's do... Oh, God. I mean, oh, that's not good. Again. Well, apparently this is an episode chock full of controller issues. So let's do the widest front tires we can, which is a 245, which looks massive as hell on this thing. And I'm going to run, with the amount of power we're going to run, in such a light chassis, I think we're going to be fine with the 295s in the back. The modern wheels are going to be an interesting touch, because I'm trying to see, I feel like they're going to look a little weird. Ooh. You know, I'm not mad about that. I'm really not. That's different. Oh, that kind of works. That actually does kind of work. I'm not mad about how those look. I'm really not. They don't really suit the retro style completely, but they're just different enough that they're not, they're not your normal average everyday kind of wheel. And these, I think, are gonna be, yeah, those are gonna be what we're gonna end up going with. So, wheel size. Well, they're already 18s. Let's leave them alone. They're already 18s, so, I mean, dude, we can leave them. Drivetrain needs to be fully built, and I mean fully built, because if we're going to even come close to handling the power we're putting through this thing, we need a fully built drivetrain. Now, it's time to make this thing stupid powerful. Stupid powerful. The tuning on this thing is also going to be weird, because I'm not sure how it's going to respond to, in a chassis like this, how it's going to respond to that much extra power. And because I've never messed around with one of these before, and I'm kind of back and forth on, oh God, we're over 1,000 horsepower with a positive displacement supercharger. This thing is going to be wild. It's going to be super wild to drive. Super wild to drive. But we'll get that set up on the car. We'll get it out on the road. And this thing is going to rip. One way or another, this thing is going to rip, dude. It is going to go nuts. So, tuning-wise, let's see. Let's bump that up to, a 3... let's start with like a 373. And then we'll go from there. So a little bit of toe out in the front. Let's go with a little bit more, actually. And then, why is my... Did I not install a rear sway bar? Or is that just not a thing? Let me see, because that's weird. We didn't install a rear sway bar. That's super weird. Like, I never missed that. And that's such a random step to miss. I don't understand how I missed that, but I did. And we're going to pick back up from there with the tune because that's really weird. Okay, so sway bars are going to go extra stiff in the back. And we're going to go a little bit stiffer in the front. Not much stiffer, though. A little bit stiffer on the rear springs as well. And then, let's see. We'll leave the dampening alone for now. Although, well, let's soften it up a little in the front. And then the diff is going to go full 100%. And I'm going to back the rear off to 70. Just to see if it works like that or if it doesn't work like that. That's kind of, again, like a little bit of a remains to be seen type deal. But getting this thing out on the road for the first time is going to be ridiculous. Wheel spin, wheel spin, wheel spin, wheel spin. Woo! God, it's nowhere near as, like, all over the place and skittish as I thought it was going to be. I thought this thing was going to be super skittish and all over the place, but with the tune so far, it feels pretty smooth, pretty solid. Oh, dude, that is easy. And I love how it's like, it transitions fairly slowly, but at the same time, when you actually, like, really load it up, it whips, but it whips in a good way, not like a snappy way. But it does snap. That's the thing. It snaps, but it snaps in a good way. It's like if you're expecting that snap to happen, that's an example of how it could be bad because I didn't load up properly for it. But if you load it up properly, holy crap. I need that to go away. Horizon Solo, please. Thank you. Oh my god. Oh my god. Come on. There we go. I was like, restart my combo, please. I need to go somewhere else before it banks my combo. Like, dude, those roundabouts are like the combo killers that don't run into you. Like, seriously. We really shouldn't be out on the highway doing this. We really shouldn't be. I've made a mistake. Ooh, hello, little Fiat and little Mini. Oh, God. And truck. Oh, geez. The truck is going to be bad. I'm going to say, if we end up hitting the truck, that's going to be terrible. Easy. I can tell how, like, because I stiffened the setup a decent bit, it definitely feels like it's skating. Like, rather than being really stuck to the road, it definitely feels like it's skating around a good bit. Which you can use that to your advantage. I mean, partially because the road surface is so cold because it's wintertime, but you can partially use that to your advantage, and then partially it can be a bit of a bad thing because you just have to kind of figure out how much you want the car to be skating around on you. And the amount that it is right now is nothing bad. It's nothing terrible. It's not something that's going to make me say, oh no, I got to go change the entire setup on the car. But it's also something to keep in mind if you're building one of these that, like, it could easily turn into something that you don't want it to be. Oh, boy. He's coming in quick. There we go. Ooh. This amount of traffic is definitely making me just a little bit uneasy with this car, though. Just like, because there are certain instances where, like, if it's really properly sliding, then you may end up having trouble, like, not necessarily recovering it, but, like, getting it to stop. Like, that's the biggest thing, is getting this thing slowed down and getting it to stop. It's so, like, it feels, like, when you drive it, it feels kind of like a covered wagon with a lot of horsepower. And I feel like that sort of makes sense because of what it is, but still. And now, especially out here on the snow with the race tires, it has very little grip. But, I mean, you can bang the rev limiter in 6th, and you'll be kind of good to go. You don't really have to worry about anything. So you can kind of just do your thing. I mean, like, look, we're floored on the throttle in 6th, just sliding away up this hill, not a care in the world, and it just takes it. It just goes. It does not complain. And again, whoa, okay, that would have been bad if I had let this thing hit them. If I had gone the way I was continuing to go, like, I had to steer off into the field to save myself, and I hate doing that because, you know, you really ruin your flow with your drift, and, like, you kind of just make everything look bad. But at the same time, if you want to save your combo, that's kind of what you have to do sometimes. And it can still maintain really good angle. Like, with that angle kit, it can still maintain really good angle. Oh, boy. Already had quite a few close calls in this video. It's definitely been a video packed full of close calls. Sheesh. Oh! Again, I saw the traffic, and I was just like, I'm in this wall already. I'm just going to kind of throw it and let what happens happen as long as I don't hit the traffic. Like, that was the only thing I cared about, and it was super ugly, and I get that it was super ugly. But again, I would rather have that than hit the traffic. Oh, God, that sucks. Oh, come on, there you go. Not bad. We're actually getting close to the festival now. This is right about the area where I normally drift, so it works. Oh, dude, we should totally head up the hill to the festival, up the hairpins, and see what we can do on that drift zone. That would be that would actually be hilarious if we can do that. It's just so smooth. Like, it's once you get used to the roller skate feel, it almost becomes a thing that you can use to your advantage because it's like silly levels of smooth. I love how he flashes his lights at me. He's like, hey, you probably don't want to be in my way right now because I probably will hit you. There we go. Just a little bit further along, and I don't want to pull the e-brake yet. I just want to, like, stay fully down on the throttle. I don't want to touch the e-brake. I don't want to lose any momentum. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. That was a big snap. I did not expect that to happen. That was a big snap. That's the first time it's done that, too. Like, really, really snapped, like, properly hard. I did not expect it to do it, especially not that hard. Okay. Oh, come on. No, clutch kick. Come on. It stalled out on me. We're going to ignore the speed zone, that's for sure. Just try to get a nice little run up through here. God, you can leave it in 6th. Like, the 373s work super well. The grip level is like right where you want it. It's totally right where you want it. At least in the winter. Dude, it just works. And I'm sure it works well in the summer too, but like here in the winter, it feels like such a roller skate. It's hilarious. Clutch kicks are effective. Oh! Yeah, once you get used to the short wheelbase, it actually is kind of a nice thing because you learn how to throw it around and you can change direction super quickly. There we go. Whoo, dude. Oh my God. Yes, dude. Oh my God, that was awesome for its first run, especially going up the hill. Like, what? What was that? I really, really like this thing. Like, I really like this thing. This thing rips. This thing works. I want to try it downhill just because now. This thing absolutely freaking rips. Easy. Wow, okay. Okay, I see what you're doing. Oh my God. Oh, dude. Okay, a couple more runs down the hill, and I could have some crazy numbers with this thing. I might even be able to beat my personal best. on that particular drift zone with this car. This thing's an animal. This thing is an animal, and it's hilarious, and it's a blast. And you guys need to build one. But if you all enjoyed this video, make sure you leave me a like. Tell me in the comments below what y'all thought of it. And if you have any suggestions, make sure you leave them down there. And make sure you subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys next time. Talk to y'all later.